I think the NCAA is no longer going to run it. The previous head coaches are going to be a group, like a table.
Oh,
I feel like they're going to make their own like board for it.
You know, they're going to be like the table that you go address if you break a rule, or like you got to go see the table.
See the table. That's like, it sounds like
you know, like
something
John
from
Wick.
a movie.
You know, it's some John Wick from a movie. What is it? Something like in John Wick when you have to go see the hotel people or whatever. Yeah. You know, I saw a stat the other day. It said that no class under Nick Saban has never not won a national championship.
See, that's crazy.
That's insane to think about. Literally every class that he's had has won a championship.
I saw that. Yeah, it's like if they stayed 4 years, like
the full 4, then
four.
If you were there for 4 years, you got a championship.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
Like
or went to
you
one.
Guaranteed a natty.
Or went to one. You played in one.
Yeah.
Or went to the playoffs.
Golf is like such a like precise sport, and it's like it's hard to imagine like being good at it.
Yeah, I couldn't. You know, the funny thing about it is some people literally put the ball for like $7 million. Like I couldn't imagine.
That's wild. Like
one
amount
of pressure.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
One putt could determine if you get millions of dollars or not.
Yeah,
like, that's crazy to me.
Across the middle, touchdown, Nic Anderson. 28 yards, and the Sooners offense just looks unstoppable.
What's up, Red Dirt fam? We have some very exciting news for y'all. February 17th, Red Dirt Media will be hosting a special event at Noun Hotel. It will be me and Nick, accompanied by 10 or so of our teammates.
There's going to be dinner, drinks, player interactions, interviews. It's going to start at 6 p.m. and all the tickets are limited, so make sure you go check it out.
Boomer.
As promised, we did drop some new merch. You know, we got some new shirt designs, some new hat designs as well. But before I talk about that, let's talk about this college football team.
If you love, then you should get this shirt because you know that I play and I also love. So you should really check out this shirt. But in all seriousness, we also have some new Red Dirt merch. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and click the link below. You know, follow that link and it'll take you to our store. You can find our merch there. And if you want to, we have a promo code, RedDirt15, 15% off at checkout if you use that code.
It really helps our pod, and not only the pod, it helps out NIL causes as well. Like he said, RedDirt15 to get 15% off. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Welcome back, everybody. Another Red Dirt Rambles episode. We got our man Kobie McKinzie here. Another star player from the 22 class, the best class here at OU. You know, Kobie, just give me the rundown. Where are you from? How you got into football? You know, just a little bit about yourself. What do you want the fans to know?
Man, I'm from West Texas. To be specific, Lubbock, a.k.a. the Panhandle. You know how we get down. The real Panhandle, by the way. I've been playing football since middle school, beginning of my days, you know, back in the day, the glory days, as they like to say. Yeah, I'm adopted. 4 boys, 3 brothers, second oldest. Bam.
I didn't even know that.
It's a big household.
Yeah.
There's a lot of food in the pantry.
Yeah, it is. Like you should know.
I'm already knowing.
Yeah.
I'm already knowing.
Yeah.
Shoot, I don't know. Shoot. Only child life.
Yeah.
Did your mom used to go to Sam's?
Everywhere.
Shop at Sam's, buy in bulk?
Costco, all that.
Nah, I think that's like a universal mom like experience, right? Because my mom used to do that. But I also ate like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you're like equivalent to about 2 full-grown humans.
Yeah.
But
big body and shit.
Lubbock, man. It's not a lot in Lubbock except for, you know, tech. What do y'all do for fun there? Like,
man, what you want to do?
Flip cows?
Like, when we went into the tech game last year in Lubbock, I was like, this town looks like it ain't nothing. This reminds me of back home, bro. Like,
I didn't get to go, so I still have never been in Lubbock.
It was just like fields and just like
that's all it is.
Yeah, really just fields.
Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds.
I did see a tumbleweed.
I saw my first tumbleweed at one of the games this year. I forget where it was though. I'm trying to remember.
I saw when we were driving to Arizona. That was my first.
Actually,
tumbleweed.
No, yeah, that was my first tumbleweed. We were driving to Arizona for spring break, and we got to what was it? Was it either New Mexico? Yeah.
That's right.
Saw the tumbleweed going across.
Yeah, that's it though. It ain't much to do out there. You got to get a tight knit a group. Yeah, that's about it.
Get you a couple friends, do some bad stuff with.
Good stuff. Good living. Good living.
I would say on a different note, I guess we got 33 new guys who came in.
Oh yeah,
35, 33.
It's 30 some. But what What advice would y'all give them if they happen to be watching this pod? My advice, first of all, get right with Smitty first. Like, don't get on Smitty's bad side.
Can't get on Smitty's bad side.
I would do whatever you can to get on his good side before he really, because he's going to decide whether you're on his good side or bad side. But
I'm not gonna lie, Coach Jones said this to us the other day, and it's very true. Like, their main job, right, in these next few weeks is to try to get you to quit, bro. They want to weed you out, try to get you to quit. They're gonna pick on you, bro. Sometimes it's not gonna be fair. Like, and they can do whatever they can just to single you out, make you do extra. But it's all about how you respond at the end of the day. So as long as they respond, that's my advice to them. As long as they respond the right way, they're gonna be fine.
Definitely. I also tell them, man, to enjoy it, because at the same time, it can be overwhelming. No matter what, it's gonna be overwhelming. Because when you come in, we was mid-year guys. Some of these guys are transfers too, but it's just different here. That Smitty program different.
There's gonna be growing pains for sure.
Definitely, but also to enjoy the process, you gotta understand. You gotta understand what they're saying and not how they're saying it. Because when Coach V coaching you, it's different, and when Smitty yelling at you, it's different.
Nah, for real.
It's just
what Smitty say, Nick. Walk.
Yeah, and when you get the walk and talk,
you gotta really lock in. You gotta really lock into what he's saying. You're gonna be breathing hard. You're gonna be thinking about other stuff. You really gotta lock into what he's saying.
Definitely.
Especially when we get to coaching stations, I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, they're gonna like, this is gonna be their welcome to Oklahoma moment. But I mean, maybe not necessarily, because I know a lot of other programs be doing similar stuff to coaching stations, but I don't know. Part of me just feels like our strength staff just goes above and beyond.
And they change something every year. That's the thing. Like
it's not gonna be the same.
To it or true. So.
I don't know if y'all caught this, but when Smitty said in the other meeting, the meeting earlier, he was like, whether we gonna have rope pulls or tire flips.
Yeah, I was like, when do we do tire flips?
Yeah.
When do we ever do tire flips?
Nah, when he started the meeting saying, I don't got much to say, man. This league we're going into. I was like, okay, he coming a little different this year.
Yeah, nah, for real.
What you think of Coach Alley? Like, what's your first impression? You might not talk to him.
No, I talked to him 2 or 3 times.
Was it Alley?
Alley.
Yeah,
Coach
Alley.
Yeah. He's smart for sure. He definitely has the logistics of it down. Like,
I like the energy that he was bringing.
Yeah, he a young guy, and we obviously haven't had that over the past couple years when we've been here. But no disrespect, no pun intended. It's just more relatable.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's very energetic. He is a replica Coach V to some sort.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I saw that. Like the first 2 seconds he said face, standard, and I was like, yeah.
The face remarks he makes, they emulate Coach V. Like, he's a copy and paste of Coach V for sure.
But they both, when he came up to introduce himself and V was trying to hand him the mic.
He said, I don't need the mic. He's like, take the mic.
And V was like, no, take it. He's like, I don't need it. He was like, take it. He's like, all right.
That's good.
But that was funny, bro.
Yeah, that was
but
funny.
They definitely give me the same vibe for sure. I didn't really talk to him, but me and Kid were lifting, and he went up and talked to Kid, but they definitely go off the same vibe. He literally does remind me like a young V.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
There's been it feels like there's been so many changes since in the last couple weeks.
Something I've learned from
Coach Leb.
Something I've learned from college ball that's different from high school ball. Like high school ball, you with the same dudes
you really got
all
a lot
4
of
years.
Yeah.
And if something changes, it's the new news, students coming in, maybe one transfer. But in college, you getting a whole new team every season.
And it's different, with the NIL and stuff like that.
That's true.
This is basically every transfer portal window that we have is basically free agency.
Literally.
That's what it's become.
Basically.
And so we're miniature league right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're the more glorified of USFL and stuff like that, which is what's crazy.
When do you think they're gonna start putting regulations in place?
I think the NCAA is no longer gonna run it.
That's what,
and I think it's gonna be
they're going to have to make that their own.
The previous head coaches are going to be a group, like a table
Oh, like
I feel like they're going to make their own like board for it.
You know, they're going to be like the table that you go address if you break a rule, or like you got to go see the table, or something along those lines.
See the table. That's like it sounds like
you know, like
something
John
from
Wick.
a movie.
You know, some John
Something from a movie.
Wick.
Not
What
real.
is it? Something like in John Wick, where you have to go see the hotel people or whatever.
Yeah.
But I definitely think I don't think there's going to be a cap on it because it's too late. Like you can't retrace. You know, you've gone from a point to where we've for hundreds of years you've talked about people not being eligible to make money, and then now you're gonna put a cap on how much money they can make.
I feel like they should have, if they were gonna do it, they had to do it as NIL got like legalized.
Yeah, I feel like
because now you can't.
really-
like you said, you can't backtrack now.
You
It's too
can't
late.
retrace.
what do you think about with all like the transfer portal stuff? Like, you think they're gonna? I feel like they've already kind of like, what's the word I'm trying to look for? They've already kind of backtracked with transfer portal. Like they shut down some of the windows, like made them smaller. But that's really all you can like.
I don't
do.
even think that's like enough, really. Like the same amount of stuff is gonna happen. Didn't we have more people in the transfer portal this time around than any of the other times?
Yeah, we did. Excuse me.
Yeah.
The thing is here soon is you're gonna be able to do unlimited transfers, but your
That's
years
so crazy.
are still gonna be terminated until I think like your grad transfer year. Or so
Your years will still be terminated.
yeah. So like
So you lose
you'll
a year
only
if you go
get one.
somewhere.
They're gonna turn it to where you'll only get one free transfer,
Mhm.
like how you normally do, and then once you transfer after that, you're burning those years of eligibility.
Mm.
They haven't done that yet. So if you transfer twice now, you get that year
Yeah.
back that you transferred on again, pretty much.
You see that Washington or where do you go? Mississippi State QB?
Yeah,
He
Will
transferred
Rogers.
from Mississippi State, then
To-
went to Washington, then
he
he hit the
transferred.
portal again.
Yeah.
Like what?
He transferred
in
like
this one portal.
Yeah,
opening?
There's one
Yeah.
portal opener.
it's because the
now-
Washington coach left, so he gets like
he gets another 30 days. I
he gets
think.
extension.
Wild.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy, bro. I don't know if I really know. I think the transfer portal has its benefits, but at the same time, I feel like it was just a different era of college when like you were locked into like
Yeah.
the place you committed to. Like
Yeah.
teams really like you couldn't really go from being like mediocre to good like fast. Like you had to really like build it up and like start from the ground up.
Yeah.
But it definitely has its benefits though. But I don't know.
I mean, there's always the benefits for the people that like.
Yeah, like coming out of a harder situation and stuff like that.
And like we have like great players that like are prime example like Baker Mayfield that was transferred.
Yeah.
And
He was competing in the spot with a lot of other good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's a different situation.
and now he's playing for a playoff. So.
Right. And some people are transferring for
The
reasons of
wrong
money.
reasons, yeah.
You know,
Mhm. Yeah.
like that's why Alabama had that dynasty for so long, because it was just built on built, and everybody, it was just class after class they had built upon those, and they had momentum going. Now it's kind of hard to do. You don't really see a lot of back-to-back. Georgia's an example, but you don't see a lot of people transfer from there. And Clemson as well, when they won all those championships, you didn't see people transferring in or transferring out because they were built upon that.
That is one thing I noticed though. Like we were saying in a couple of earlier podcasts, like college football has been so unpredictable, and like we didn't really
That's
know
facts.
like what like,
But now
like the reasoning for it, but like
it makes
transfer
sense.
portal, like before
Yeah,
the transfer portal, like you knew who was going to be in the like
Yeah.
playoffs. Like you
Like
had
the
an
way
idea.
too early predictions weren't that far off.
Yeah.
But now they're like
Now it's like
it's anybody's game.
No doubt. Anybody can compete because anybody can pay.
yeah.
Anybody.
Amen.
You think that's why people said that's why Saban left?
Yeah.
I
They
think
said
that's
he
true.
couldn't keep up.
That's what he
Probably.
said.
You don't
he
think
said-
Bama could have kept up though? I don't know.
No, I don't think he wanted to compete on that
Yeah.
level of doing that. It just, I think it takes the, like it's so transactional at that point. Like you're gonna come here
Literally.
based on how much money I give you, not how I develop you. You'll rather go to like, let's say Miami of Ohio, for example. They're willing to give you $1 million. You're not gonna get developed as good as you would there as you would here.
That's so crazy, bro. That's a part of the portal and like NIL. I don't really like, bro. Like, you can literally just
it's not about long term anymore. It's about short term.
I feel like you can just like I feel like people just start committing and doing stuff for the wrong reasons. Like if I was here not getting paid, like I would still enjoy where I was at. Like I would still I committed here. I didn't commit here for money. Like, like
If NIL was never even talked about, like
nobody would care.
Well, it wasn't when we were coming. That's the funny thing. When we were coming out of high school, it was still a lot of
Everyone was
about
like
it.
shaming it and like,
Like they talked about it on the recruiting visits, but it was never like oh, I'm
How
gonna
did-
get paid a lot of money. It's like,
all right, we're gonna pay you the
I
X
can
amount.
get a free meal if I post something on my story.
Right,
Like, cool, that's
right.
dope. And then we get here, it's just blowing up.
Yeah, no doubt.
What even was like the argument though? Like, what were people trying to argue against it for? Like, why wasn't it?
I
Like
don't
why,
even
like
remember.
why we shouldn't get paid?
Yeah, like because we didn't. It just came to fruition like a couple, 2, maybe 3.
I don't know what
years.
their initial argument was, but like now they definitely have arguments
Because I remember
like
like
free agency and stuff.
destroying like the YouTuber.
Yeah.
They like
They
tarnished.
turned,
his-
they
Yeah,
deemed
they
him
took away
ineligible.
his eligibility for YouTube.
They made him choose, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna choose YouTube."
Well, yeah, he was making
Like-
6 figures off YouTube.
Why were people hating? Like, I don't understand.
I
Like,
don't.
oh, you can't play football and get paid.
And I feel like it wasn't even like the like younger fans. It was like the older like people in charge that were.
I
like,
guess I
had
can't-
a problem with it.
I
Well,
can't
now
really blame
they're
them.
the biggest supporters of it.
Not for
Yeah.
real.
You know,
They're making a lot
the,
of money.
the older generation of it are the biggest supporters of it because they're the biggest donors in most cases.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really blame them for like before NIL was a thing, like not supporting it because I mean they didn't really have anything to go off of. Like it's just kind of how it's been their whole life. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I would say on a different note, again, Mr. McKinzie, what were your top choices out of college? I mean, out of high school. I know for a small amount of time,
Yeah.
you were committed to the bad
Across the river.
guys.
You know, sometimes I forget about
You're
it.
committed
Yeah,
to the
but
bad
it's good.
guys.
Some-
Sometimes I forget about it.
You should. You should.
He even changed the hair up a little bit.
Man, that was a different case. It was a different case. But it matched. It went. Hey, I'm gonna be
It did-
honest.
it did match.
It flowed, baby. It flowed. Let me just tell you. But man, I didn't really have. I was never that type of guy. I wasn't really big into the recruiting. To be honest with you, I hated it. I hated the attention. I like to be by myself. Like I hate attention. I just do.
Yeah.
But man, I wanted to go somewhere within driving distance of home. I didn't want to have to get on an airplane and never go home. Because that's just always a rough patch if you're ever having a hard time.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had hard times. I never drove home. But I would say Texas was one. I liked A&M, but I was just never really into it.
Yeah.
I took a visit. I wasn't really into it. And obviously Oklahoma. I was committed here for 2.5 years. And then Tech. I wanted to be a homeboy so bad. Like, so bad.
The Under Armour. You was
I don't
finna
know
rock.
if I
You was
can
finna
rock the Under
rock. You was
Armour.
finna rock the Under Armour.
Man, back in the day when Pat Mahomes was in that, was that day?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
You know
When
what
Pat
I'm
Mahomes was
saying?
there,
You didn't care
Y'all
what
was
jersey
it.
you was rocking. You
Y'all
know what I'm
was
saying? But it just they never got over that rough patch of grass when I was there. I thought my senior year, for the longest time, this is honestly God's truth. I thought when it was coming time for me to graduate that they were going to be good, and I was just going to go to Tech. I wasn't going to tell anybody, but that never happened. And I like to win.
He said, I like to win.
And so, you know, once Link left, I was in a rough time. I was not going to wait to see who Oklahoma hired. Like, I was like,
he's like, I'm
it's
going
too
to
short of
another
a
school.
time.
Yeah.
Like, you don't
We was
hear
all
these
stressing, bro.
things.
Yeah.
And so, funny story is I committed there, and Gundy called me, and he was like, "You see who we just hired?" And I was like, "Nah, I've been paying attention to y'all. You know, like I'm already committed to go somewhere." And he was like, "Yeah, don't say that name." You know?
All right. I respect that,
But
I respect that, I
I
respect
was like, yeah, I was committed to go somewhere. You know, I haven't really been paying attention. He's like, well, he's here. He wants to talk to you. And it was Brent Venables. Let me just tell you, I was like, you know, cool. Like I was so out of it. I was in my own way probably, and I was like, okay, like I cool. You know, he hadn't recruited me at all. Never even talked to the guy. You know, there's no reason for me to come play for him. And he was like, well, I'm going to see Gentry tonight, and then I'll be out of Lubbock Tuesday to see you. He came, and that's the end of the story. Never looked back.
Flipped right there.
Right there.
I wonder what was said.
A lot.
The world will never know.
The world will never know.
Glad to have you, though. Glad to have you.
Yeah.
Man. Because you were one of the first commits in our class.
Yeah.
Like to Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
2.5 years, yeah.
Dang, it was that long?
That
what he
long.
said.
So
So you committed what, sophomore?
Sophomore year, beginning of mid sophomore year-ish. I came up for a couple games.
Dang,
Coach
I didn't know
Odom,
that.
who was a linebacker coach at the time, he was like, I don't want you to jump ship yet. He was like, I want you to come up and see us play a bunch. So that was 2019, 2020 year.
Mm.
And it was Kenneth Murray's junior year.
Mm.
And I'm seeing this dude. And I'm like, yo, I gotta get a taste of this. And he just would tell me a bunch of stories about how he was working with Kenneth and what Kenneth just the stuff that he would do with him. Like they'd wake up at 6 a.m. and watch tape together, and he'd ask him like, "What do I got to do to get in the league?" And that sold me right there, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But you've been here for 2 years.
Been here for 2 years.
A lot of experiences.
A lot of experiences.
I'm just wondering, what's the most adversity that
Most
you've had to
adversity.
go through at your time at OU?
Man,
And this can be football. This can be, just in college in general.
definitely football. It'd be my whole freshman year.
Mm.
My
I feel like,
freshman year,
yeah.
man. It's
Freshman year
different.
for anyone here. is
Yeah,
really-
no, yeah.
You,
I'm not gonna lie.
It's just like you
I
have
think
to
we all had
grow
that.
up so you have to grow up so fast. It's like
it was real for me, man. It's just I was coming from being a man, and I just was the man. I was really good at football, and I didn't have the little things down that I needed to play my freshman year, and so hearing that was harder than a lot of people might think. It's kind of like getting the job that you applied for, but you ain't doing that job just yet.
It's like you can't. You here to show us what you can do, but you can't show us what you can do yet. Like you gotta tighten some things up.
It was hard, man. But although that was my hardest and most adversity I've been through, I wouldn't change it for anything. I literally wouldn't.
Yeah.
Just for the memories and experiences I had, because when you're able to step back and just experience that from a different telescope and perspective, it'll show you a lot. It really will. And so once I did that, it made me a better man in every aspect of life. Honestly, I couldn't repay myself for experiencing that or anybody who helped me throughout that freshman year for sure.
Definitely.
yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because that is a thing. Like that's a real thing. Like you out of high school, you the man. Everyone's telling you how good you are. Like all these coaches trying to hype you up, and you get to college just like if you're not like mentally there or like mentally mature enough to like accept where you are and like meet yourself where you are, then you're not. It's gonna be way harder than it has to be. Like,
You gotta humble yourself all over again.
No
you
doubt.
do.
And get the little things down right. Because the little things matter. The higher level you get,
Yeah.
little things just more important. And if you don't got those things tight, then
That's
it's gonna expose you.
That's one thing I think V did a good job, especially with our class, like just getting into our head that even though like you may not play right away, like you still have a part. And
Yeah.
like I feel like a lot of people can go wrong is they have like quote unquote 5-star mentality or just a mentality that they're coming in better than everyone else when really like obviously you're competing against people in your room, but those are really like your brothers. And
Yeah.
like y'all collectively trying to get better as a group. It's not
Yeah.
I feel like none of us really have the mindset that it's like competing against, it's just competing with. Really.
Yeah, we're not envy of anybody for
Yeah.
sure.
That's one thing I love about this team, especially like in the receiver room. Like everybody's real tight. There's no like jealousy going on, and if there is, like they just keep it to themselves. And just wish the best for their teammates.
No doubt.
I was gonna say, who was a younger guy that you saw kind of step up last year, maybe towards the bowl game, or just someone you saw mature as the year progressed last year?
Lewis. That's
Lewis?
my dog,
That
man.
man.
Bulldog. He didn't came a long way for sure. But he's maturing, man, for sure. He a different dude, Those South Floridians.
He from Florida?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's from
he's
Tampa.
from Florida.
Dang.
You know, you couldn't tell. I could just. Tell,
I mean,
yeah.
I really haven't talked to him that much, but like
Yeah, but he's a fellow Floridian and
fellow.
Nah, fellow. You're not from Florida.
Dade County. Nah,
He said Dade. He said Dade.
but nah, he's a good dude though. He really is. But he matured exponentially over bowl prep.
Mm-hmm.
He was where he needed to be for sure. For sure. That's somebody that I brag on. Him and Sammy.
Yeah,
Sammy.
Big
Samuel.
He started getting there towards the end of the season.
Yeah. He matured.
TikToker.
Yeah.
Fellow TikToker.
I'm retired, bro. I might have to come out
You're
retirement.
not retired.
I have to come out retirement though. I would say tight end wise, Josh. I ain't gonna lie. His at the beginning of the year, his issue was that he just played basketball. Like he was just trying to get back into football mode. And
It's a different mindset.
by the end of the year, he was like running with the tools. Like he was getting at like actual playing time.
Yeah.
Like you could see it was starting to click. So I ain't like that's to see because y'all didn't really like y'all weren't in the tight end room, but I'm not even trying to like hate, but like he didn't know like a lot of stuff. Like there was definitely like some
That like comes natural to us.
yeah. But like I'm not blaming him for that. Like he'll be the first to tell you like he just played basketball last 4 years, but like it was kind of crazy to see how, you know, he went from not knowing like basic stuff to like doing things that coach would consider like complex, like without even being asked. So
Yeah, that's really cool.
yeah. What'd you say about our receiver room? I'll say Pet.
Yeah. Petty's
like
come a
that.
long way.
Really, all the young guys.
Yeah, I like BT too. Brennan
Yeah,
Thompson.
BT.
He started to get in there a little
He's
bit.
our age though. I wouldn't
Yeah, he's not really necessarily young.
But
guy.
no, but yeah, I think I'm the most proud of Brennan, especially because dang, I really wish he didn't take that hit in the bowl game because
Nah,
he was
he
about
got
to
lit
go
up.
off.
Oh,
He was about to go off.
Nah,
Yeah.
he spun out of that. I was like,
Yes, bro. Because
Damn.
and right after he scored right out of halftime,
Yeah.
and then coach was like, "Yeah, he's hot. Put him in." Goes in there, first play, catches the ball, spins out it, then just hits his head on the floor. But
He got lit up for sure.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what he would have done if he didn't get hit like that. That might have been his drive right there.
Yeah.
But nah, definitely him and Petty for sure. Petty had a lot of growing up to do because when he got here, he wasn't like he was thinking too much and he was playing like a little slower than he actually is because he's one of the fastest kids in the team, or
No doubt.
not kids, but fastest dudes on the team. But like he was thinking too much and not playing his speed. But nah, he's definitely growing into his role. I feel like he's gonna make a big impact next year.
Definitely.
When he gets on the field. But who do you feel like was like a role model for you, like being here, whether it be like a like upperclassman or like someone academics, just a role model.
Yeah, when I first got here, probably David.
Webu.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's still my road dog, man.
Yeah.
But I just never forget we were doing our first workout with the coaches and I was just all over the place. And I was kind of beating myself up about it. I was like, man, like I'm not making a good impression. Let me just tell you, like, this might be it for me, dog. Like, I might not even making it see spring ball. And he was like, man, like don't worry about this. Like it mattered, but it didn't necessarily matter on how, the season was gonna go and stuff like that. And him, and then him and D White, all those guys. And then this year, because you're never too old to learn from people. Man, I just like to watch people and notice how they go. I like Billy, the way he works. He was he the same dude every day.
Yeah.
It's funny to say, cliche to say,
But it's true, though.
he literally is the same dude every day. Like some days he just might talk more. That's about it. But he literally
We might get 50 more words.
You know what I'm saying? But he's the same dude every day. He gonna win every race. He wanna win every race. He ain't gonna say nothing about winning every race. He's just gonna do his job and move on about it. And little things like that is you can always add to your game. And so that was another mentor for me this year. And but yeah.
The defense got a lot of experience coming back.
Yeah.
Especially
I'm
with the backers.
Yeah.
You got
I'm excited for the defense.
RJ and Billy safety. Jan.
Woody came back.
Yeah, Woody came back.
We got a lot of young secondary coming back too. Like or not coming back, but that just got here.
That
I'm
secondary
excited
gonna
to
be
see
good.
grow.
Yeah, I'm probably more excited to see the secondary play than the linebackers. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's a lot of
facts.
dudes back there. A
Yeah.
lot of
it
dudes.
is. Dang.
Yeah, we get some people that can fly around, make some plays.
Yeah,
You got a decent amount coming back on D line too, like edges off the edge.
yeah. And then the dude from Miami of Ohio,
Oh,
he's pretty good. So I hear.
Pollard?
I don't know what his
Is he
name
here?
is. Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, he introduced himself in the team meeting.
I'm not gonna lie, 30 people.
Yeah,
in
He's
here.
from
He's
he's from Canton.
I hate.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
That's where the Hall of Fame is.
I understand why we have to do it, but it's not like productive at all. Like just
I'm not
having
gonna remember-
30 people
Yeah.
all say their name at me at one time.
He got me when he said, "You got to know who you're going to war with." I
was
got
like-
really good memory, but there's no way I'm remember
Nah,
35.
I was trying.
I remember
Yeah.
2 of them.
My thing is like the
3 of them.
linemen, all the new linemen. I don't know. Bro.
I remember the only old lineman I remember is Daniel.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah. It's just so many. That's
Oh, and the dude from Minnesota.
Yeah, he's a D line. He's a
Minnesota.
DN.
What's his name though? I forgot his name.
so you don't remember. Right?
I
You
just remember
how
saying
you said
Minnesota. Bro, if you're watching this, bro, there's no hard feelings. I just don't know your name. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I will know it though. Next pod, I'll know your name.
What y'all think about Saban retiring? I know I kind of talked about it earlier, but I didn't really. dive
It's
into it.
weird because like he was one of them ones that like ever since I knew like about football, he was
Football.
coaching.
Yeah,
So it's like it's just strange.
there's so many. I saw like a graphic. It was like all the coaches that once coached under him that are now head coaches, bro.
It's
it was
insane,
like
bro.
20, 30 coaches, bro. Like
The Saban tree is long and good.
it's crazy.
You ever think
bro.
we'll have another head coach like Nick Saban
I think
in college? Like
I don't know.
his
That-
track
I think
record,
we will.
his track record is insane. He has
the
more
dude,
draft,
the
he has
guy
more
that they
draft
just
picks
hired,
than
DeBoer,
losses.
DeBoer, he's on his way. He don't have, his resume isn't as long, but record wise, he could make it if he has to coach for that long. You know,
Yeah.
is I don't think there'll be another. I don't. He's done what people literally dream of doing.
Yeah,
Their dreams dream is what it is. Literally,
and he's done it like 5 times over.
Yeah. You know, I saw a stat the other day. It said that no class under Nick Saban has never not won a national championship.
See, that's crazy.
That's insane to think about. Like literally every class that he's had has won a championship.
I saw that. Yeah, it's like if they stayed 4 years, like
the full 4. Then
Yeah,
they
4.
if you were there for 4 years, you got a championship.
Yeah.
that is crazy.
Like
Or went to
you
one.
guaranteed a natty.
Or went to one. You played in one.
Yeah,
Or went to the playoffs. Like,
that's
That's a guarantee. You go into the
Yeah.
playoffs, like
You think Bama gonna be the same?
I do, because they're not like he just doesn't want the reins. That doesn't mean he's
Yeah,
not on
he's
the
still gonna
horse.
be involved.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my God.
And I think he wants someone that he can go through to make it simple. It's kind of like when you're the CEO, you have the CFO and stuff like that. You know, you have people that you go through, and then if something needs to make its way up to you, therefore you address it. But I think he's still gonna be there as much as people think. You know, the stress level isn't just as high because his job been on the line.
that's facts. That's actually a nice position.
Where'd who'd Washington get?
They got
Arizona.
Fish.
Yeah,
I think it's
Arizona's
Jed Fish.
I think it's
it's fish.
I don't know how to say it.
Said fish.
I don't really know either. But
But yeah, he's Arizona's head coach, or he was.
So everybody gets 30 days.
That's crazy.
No, I
It's gonna
saw-
be interesting
I
to
saw
see what the
hella
Arizona
people-
guys do. You know,
I've seen
because
like 3-4 of them already hit the portal. I've seen
Yeah.
the
hella
quarterback and
Bama
the receiver
people.
though. That's gonna be.
They're gonna stay.
they're-
That's what I heard.
I've heard they're gonna stay
Who,
too,
from
but
Arizona. Oh,
Number 4.
yeah,
but
they
the
went to like
offense
high
that
school together.
Yeah, but the offense that you played in is
I'm not gonna lie, I feel
illegal.
like-
It's an NFL offense.
Yeah, I don't
You
know. I saw about 20 people from Bama hit the portal. It seemed like I seen some from
But the
Bama
thing
hit
with
portal
Bama is
every day.
they've had this layer upon layer upon layer
Yeah.
of players. Like
Yeah.
unless that whole roster leaves, they're gonna be all right.
No, yeah.
Yeah, facts. They always got crazy. guys.
They always, and if they don't, to make it even at Bama while Nick Saban was the head coach, you're not terrible at all by any means.
I'm excited for that game.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
They come here.
What we asked, I think Jay said about it. But what games you looking forward to most? Or maybe just places, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Tennessee coming here.
Yeah, that's first SEC.
That's first SEC. And I want to play in Death Valley.
Yeah,
and I hope it's a night game.
That's mine.
I hope
if it's a night game,
it got to be a night game. There's no way it's not.
You know, because that's when the stars come out. But that'll be one of the century for sure. Night game, Death Valley. That'll be a game.
Finna find out who the real receiver you is.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I got this. The guessing game.
Oh, the scale.
So I just think of a word, right?
Yeah, you think of a word.
Okay.
And then you think of a word. We'll just say random words, and then you'll give a rating based on the word that we say.
And 100 is like closer.
100,
like
100
the word
is the word.
Okay.
So basically, if my word was cat, and then you were like,
are you gonna give us a category, or we're just guessing a random out of all the words and words?
All words. Like, say I just my word was cat,
right?
And then you said lizard. It's an animal,
okay,
but it's not. So I'll give you a 60.
Okay, fair.
So that's pretty good. So you like, all right, let me guess around that, and then you say dog. Ooh, that's close, but it's not there. I'm gonna give you a 90.
Okay,
you feel me?
Okay,
all right. Let me
get a word.
Let me think of a word.
We'll start thinking.
All right, I got one.
You got it already.
Wait,
it can literally be
one word.
anything.
It's one word. It's like 2 syllables, but I was trying to. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Go.
Oh, you got it. All right.
Go first.
Car.
30.
30.
Yeah.
All right.
30. House.
I'll give you like a 40.
40. Okay. Ocean.
How do you go from a house at 40?
We're guessing around.
Okay.
That's a 5. Maybe 0.
Let me ask you this: is this something that you do regularly? Do you go to this place regularly?
I feel like that's like a hint.
So it's a football facility. School?
This is kind of hard. I'll give that like
facility.
Football facility. I'll give like a 60.
Ooh, we're getting closer.
60.
School?
No.
20.
No, that can't be right.
Okay.
The stadium?
50.
Dang.
I'll give it a 55.
I'm so
The academic center?
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Y'all are thinking like places. It's like an object.
Oh.
Your phone.
Football.
Phone, 5. Football, 20.
Dang.
PS5.
Shoes.
15. Shoes, 30.
Dang.
Where, bro? All right. Let's backtrack. House is a 60?
Football stadium was 60. I mean, not stadium. Football facility was 60.
It's an object, though.
It's an object? So it's what are objects in the facility? Trophy.
No. It's an object. It has to be an object in your home because that was the highest that we got.
Oh, facts.
And an object in what?
In your home. Because I said home. I said your house.
It can be in your house, yeah.
Is this something that you turn on by switch or how would you?
10. You can't turn it.
You can't turn it on.
No, you can't.
A jacket.
Jeez,
5.
bro. What are we doing?
Bruh, it's an object in the football facility.
And at the house.
The hot tub?
It's less likely to be at your house in the football facility.
Hot tub?
20.
What?
The weight room. God,
80.
Ooh. Dumbbell.
You got it.
Hey, bro. Oh my gosh. Right. We were
I did all the hard work. I don't know where you was at.
Yeah, Nick was kind of.
I said
he went from
ocean.
house to ocean. Like, bro, what? You're like, I gotta eliminate everything. Nah, bro, that don't even correlate at
that didn't
all.
even make
bro.
sense. All right, you think of a word.
All right,
We
I
only
got
do
my-
one more.
Yeah, we need to do one more round of
forever,
that.
bro.
Yeah, I got my object already.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
Swimming pool.
No.
You
just say like
can't say no, you
zero.
gotta say it.
Zero.
Okay, ocean.
Zero.
Glass.
Zero.
Human.
60?
Ooh.
Hair. Human hair.
0.
No, I don't think it's a human, but like something like close.
Roller coaster.
0.
What? Human and roller coaster?
I mean, we ride roller coasters, don't we?
Nah, it has nothing.
Human is so broad.
It has nothing to do with enthusiasm or like anything like that. You know.
Okay.
Super simple.
Shoes.
95.
Ooh.
Socks.
Oh, okay, man. That was good.
Oh yeah. Good job, twin.
Nice little detour. Let's get back to the questions.
Nice little detour. What is your non-favorite sports hobby?
Non-favorite golf.
Golf?
Yeah.
You do be golfing.
Yeah, you do be golfing.
Yeah.
See, I want to get into it, but I be playing Wii golf. I stay in the rough, bro.
I'd get distracted by the golf carts. I'd be doing
What?
I'd do some
You
crazy.
be golfing, Nick would just be just driving around.
That's good. But yeah, I golf a lot.
Is that an expensive hobby? I heard it can be.
Yeah, what did the tee
The
times
start.
looking like?
The start.
Oh,
Just
the
like
start.
buying
Like
your-
once you get
Yeah,
into
Once
it.
you get your clubs and stuff, you be all right.
Okay. I heard clubs go for crazy
They do.
amounts.
They do.
Do it really matter like how expensive the club is?
No, I
like-
tested out before I bought it. For sure. You can,
Like, are more expensive clubs really that much better than like cheaper?
it's not.
If you're
it won't be.
if you're like an average player, like
no. If you're an average player, no. But like when it comes to like tour players and stuff like that, yes,
do,
they're
they get technical about it.
Yeah, that's a different ballgame. I ain't there yet. I ain't got my pro card.
Yeah. What does it take to get your pro card? Like winning tournaments?
I think you got to win it like a amateur tournament.
Okay.
You win a couple amateur tournaments, and then I think you get on the Corn Ferry. And I think if you win a Corn Ferry tournament, you automatically get your pro card, I believe.
That's stressful. Golf is like such a like precise sport, and it's hard to imagine like being good at it.
Yeah, I couldn't. The funny thing about it is some people literally putt the ball for like $7 million. Like I couldn't imagine.
That's wild. Like
The
one
amount of pressure,
Yeah.
like, bro.
one putt could determine if you get millions of dollars or not.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's how it be, bro. I was thinking, bro. Like his hobby is golf. Yours is anime. I don't even really have one, bro. Like
I'm not gonna lie. Is anime a hobby? Because I don't like. I just
Well, you
watch
do,
it.
like,
It takes some commitment.
I just
for
watch
sure.
it.
It takes some
but you
commitment
be
to
reading
watch
like
anime.
anime
tats,
books
as
or
well.
not books.
Oh,
like
manga.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's a hobby. But yeah, okay.
I mean, you like Legos too.
I do like Legos. But like,
I don't really
I
have
don't
any-
really like spend a lot of money on like they're expensive.
When I'm at home, I'll just like be on
Chill.
TikTok or just
I want to pick up
chill.
I want to pick up an instrument. Bad.
Yeah,
I
I do
want
too.
to.
I
I
want to play
just seen
piano.
electric guitars, bro.
I
I'm
wanna
for
play
you.
piano.
I already know it.
Bro. If I could play the guitar, bro, I'd be unstoppable.
The thing with the piano is though, like I
Piano's
would want
too
to play a
complicated.
piano,
Alright, that's too
but
complex for me.
it's so much that you can do with a piano.
There is.
Like I don't know. If there were an instrument, I
But
want to
there's-
learn how to play a beat
There's a
piano.
lot you can do with the guitar too.
There
though.
is 100%.
Definitely, especially if you got like an electric one.
But I
like
think the
different
ladies
sounds and
like.
stuff.
I think the ladies like the piano more.
Nah, guitar, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. It's close.
Listen. If you know how to play the guitar, bro, even if you can't sing that well, it automatically brings your singing up at least.
What do you-
couple
That's
letter-
also true.
couple
That's
letter
also
grades,
very
bro.
true.
Listen, the piano
you
is
can't
different.
really-
Yeah.
If you sing, it's like
Hold on.
listen,
Because if you
listen.
sing on the piano,
It don't matter how bad you sound. If you playing good on a piano, you win.
For
Like,
real.
I'm telling you.
I don't think it's the same.
Nah.
You can sound
I think
like,
it's the
listen,
same.
you can sound like
Imagine
Ice JJ
a
Fish, and if
guitar-
you can play the piano,
okay,
you are
Ice
elite.
JJ Fish is a crazy. Like you're still gonna be bad if you sound like Ice JJ Fish.
But if you-
it won't be that bad.
It won't be that bad. You get some right notes on the piano.
I see both of y'all's points.
Now, see, if Ice JJ Fish is playing the guitar, he is like losing 100% of the time.
Okay, so you're saying
I
piano?
feel like it
You
had-
sound better on a piano than you do on a guitar.
I feel like
That
it
is-
depends
that is-
on what type of genre we're going for too. Like,
Yeah, what are you going for playing the electric guitar?
I don't know. I feel like you can really play any. Like, there's a dude on my For You page. He literally like does instrumentals like any song, like SZA, country, Trippie Redd, like.
But he he plays like
And he'll do like his own tune to it, but it sounds hard,
He
bro.
pl-
Yeah,
Like,
but there's no
plays-
voice behind it.
he plays like
If
the
he
guitar is
sung-
talking. Like he plays like the guitar is the one singing the song.
Right.
But I'm telling you, if he
But you can do that with the piano, and it's so much more subtle and like.
I'm not gonna lie, the piano is like more graceful.
Yeah.
okay, but electric guitar and regular guitar are way different.
As also, but yeah, acoustic sounds like more like a country vibe. You know.
Yeah.
There are some songs you can play that are like acoustically that are like R&B and stuff, but like I feel like mostly like
the piano.
We'll ask the viewers. Do you think playing
And if you know how to play the piano, you can like it like correlates into like
But think about it. Okay.
the producers, like you know, they use pianos like to make most beats and stuff.
Hear me out on this though. You can't just pull a piano out your trunk, bro. Like guitar, you can anywhere, bro. You can just prop your leg up, start singing, bro. Piano, you gotta like go to like a if you have it in your house.
The thing is you're always gonna be in the perfect setting for the piano.
What if you're not though?
You are. That's what most
that.
pianos are. Now, see the guitar.
You ready to
pull
go
out
anywhere,
anytime, but it's not always the right time.
oh, he has a great
Now,
point.
see, if we go somewhere where the piano is,
Okay, I get that. I get that. If you're pointing out and it's not the right, okay.
whoa.
If you're pulling the guitar out, bro. If you're pulling the guitar out, bro, and it's not the right time, that's on you, bro. I'm talking about me personally. It's gonna be the right time for me to pull out the guitar and start singing, and I can do that anywhere. Piano, I'd have to go to your house or like somewhere, like a hall or a library. Like
Definitely, guitar is more mobile.
It's definitely more mobile. But
okay, we'll ask the viewers.
Yeah,
you can comment down below. Which instrument do you think would make your singing sound better? Like what instrument?
But then that doesn't correlate with like the travel aspect of the instrument.
Yeah, but that.
So what instrument do you think
adds more?
What instrument would look better on Kaden? A piano,
a guitar, but definitely a guitar. But I'm saying,
that's what you think. But
I think the question should be what
you're
instrument?
a piano player.
You know what? Let's get down to business.
I think,
ladies, if you saw
go.
Kaden playing a piano or a guitar, which one would you think was more attractive?
They're gonna say a piano. Women love the piano.
Let's just.
If I whip out an electric guitar and start,
bruh. All right, what you think?
That's not the question though. The question is,
It really is the question.
A piano
Like,
is more heartfelt. They're gonna feel more connected to you.
Like I said, an acoustic guitar that can be heartfelt.
Have y'all?
Yeah, but you're not talking about an acoustic guitar.
I'm just talking about a guitar in general.
Oh, well then a piano for sure.
What's that movie with Jennifer Lawrence that just came out where she's trying to get with that one dude?
I couldn't tell you. I don't even know who that is.
You talking about?
It's like, dang, bro. Do you remember, like he's awkward and weird, and his parents hire Jennifer Lawrence to basically sleep with this dude.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of the movie, bro.
But basically, in that movie, it's like she's really just trying to like get with this dude to get like a car, and then and then he starts playing the piano,
like
and then she like falls in love with him.
They're going to prom together.
Yeah,
and she's taking him to his 10th grade prom, and he was supposed to be going to Yale. Is what the movie's about. No, my bad.
12th
high school prom,
senior prom,
and he's supposed to be going to Yale or some Ivy League school.
Yep,
and his parents hired her to be his girlfriend.
Yep.
And she falls in love with him. She's supposed to be sleeping with him.
Yeah.
Because
by the end,
the kid's like a nerd. But then he sings a song about how he's in love with her.
It was Maneater.
At the piano.
It was Maneater. Yeah. It was because she had said something about Maneater earlier in the movie, and then he learned it without her knowing, and then sang it for her, and then she fell in love. Yeah. And his singing wasn't that good.
It wasn't. But
with the piano,
go search up the movie part.
It was fire.
I'm just telling you.
Lie. With the piano, it was fire.
I'm rocking with guitar, bro.
All right, bro.
Piano to me is like, I feel like a better comparison would be like the drums in a piano.
No,
bro.
that's too aggressive.
Okay, but the electric guitar is aggressive, but like I don't think it falls in the same category.
I'm not gonna lie, drums is the like
you can't sing the drums. No,
I think drums is like the coolest.
I think it's the most impressive.
Like, if you can play the drums, that's definitely impressive.
Like,
but
bro,
Although,
That's fire.
if you've ever seen like some of the best piano players in the world,
Whenever I think about like
I'm not talking. I'm talking about.
I'm just
talking about
saying, though.
average piano player, average guitar player.
hey, we were just talking about pianos. Remember?
I feel like an average piano player is
Pretty good.
better than an average
Like
guitar player.
you got to realize how hard it is to play
No,
the
it is.
piano.
It's hard.
It's more rare to hear
There's-
the best
yeah,
piano
I'll give you-
players in the
there's
world.
hard to play
There's
it, for sure.
memorizing like songs on piano, and then there's like really mastering piano.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's tough.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a piano.
I was gonna
is
say
more
something.
heartfelt.
Oh, when I think of like a master like pianist, I think of like a dude in a tux that like flips his jacket back and sits down at like the thing in front of a stage.
I think Hotel Transylvania, bro.
What?
That's literally what I think.
What do you mean you think Hotel Transylvania?
Because there's like a scene in it where he goes bad on the piano, bro.
I
He be
vaguely
going
remember
bad
that.
It's a
I
movie
vaguely
called
remember
I think Green Book.
that. Greenbug. You the movie expert.
I think it's called Green Book, and it's like this pianist. He's the best piano player in the world, but he's an African American piano player. But the guy who drives him around. So this is back in like, whenever there were
Crow.
like sundown towns and stuff like that. So you rarely saw, a person uncolored drive another colored person.
Yeah.
So he was like super duper wealthy, and he was like a doctor of some sort. Like he had his doctor, so they called him doctor.
Yeah.
Well, this Italian man drove for him, and he knew President Kennedy's brother, who was he was something in the government, the general something, I don't remember. And so they arrested him. They arrested this African American man because his driver punched a cop in the sundown town.
I know what you're talking about.
And then he had to
Nice,
call
I know what you're
the
talking
Kennedy
about.
brother to get him out of dang. He
And
calls
then-
him to get him out of jail. And it's like the craziest thing ever to everybody because they didn't they didn't believe that he knew him. He just asked for one phone call, and that's what he called.
And they weren't trying to give it to him, were they? Because
Oh no, they had to give it to him. His President Kennedy's brother was like, "Oh man, he was the general."
no, because
something."
remember, if it's the scene I'm talking about, like they were racist cops.
yeah,
and
and
they were
then
like,
they said, "Give him his phone call." And that's
there,
what he
there
did.
was one of the cops that was like
Yeah.
trying to like
Yeah.
let's give him the phone call.
Yeah.
Like,
Who's he gonna call? That's what he said.
ooh,
And man, if you arrested somebody, and that's what they call.
yeah,
I'd be
honestly,
scared for my job for sure.
That's crazy. But back to the football questions, or just your things about you.
Yeah.
If there was one thing in your life that you could go back and change, what would it be?
Nothing.
Nothing.
At all.
No, like embarrassing moments. No.
Nah, because, man, if anybody says they want to take back an embarrassing moment, they didn't really experience the moment. That's how I think about it, because every moment has an experience, and every experience has a moment.
But what if it was like really bad?
Well, that's a different situation.
What if it like changed your trajectory in life?
It didn't. I never had an experience like that, but if I did, I definitely want to change that. But I don't.
I mean, extreme.
feel like-
Yeah.
You ever think about how if like you went back in time and changed like one little thing, how like different everything could be? Like you could mess around and like not even be like here. Like
Really, just like one thing gets changed and you make a different decision, and then that
Yeah.
just trickles.
Yeah. No doubt. But nah, man, I love my life. I do. With the good, the bad, and the ugly, for sure.
perspective. What do you say?
Wise.
Perspective.
Your telescope.
Any classes you're excited to take this semester?
Man. No, not really.
Not really.
No.
Are you still into the criminal justice?
I am.
Trying to be a detective?
FBI agent.
FBI.
Yeah, I
The
want to be like
feds.
Detective Carter from Rush Hour.
Mm.
He was just a normal cop, but I want to be like Detective Lee.
You want to be like
getting on the case type.
like classified stuff.
Yeah, you call me in. You know what I mean?
Put McKinzie on the case.
It's a movie.
I got my guy coming in. He's gonna check the
It's
scene
a
out.
movie called 21 Bridges.
Oh yeah. The one with Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's me. Right
I haven't
there.
seen it.
They call me in.
They say he's the best.
Yeah, he was the best.
They say he's the best. Call him in.
He got it solved too, like that.
Mm.
Go watch it if you haven't.
I guess my last question. You got any more questions?
I got one more question.
Okay. My last question. What overall letter grade would you give this season?
As in for the team?
Yeah, team. And you can do it individually.
I'll give it A-. Because there are just so many little moments that have a trickle effect. You know, the Kansas game, we're literally one call away.
One call.
One call on defense away. That's the funny part. And we're also the one call away where they had that touchdown to start the game off.
Yeah.
And you know that we might have, I don't even know. I can't tell you what the experience was from the game because I didn't feel that I felt like we prepared well. I felt like everything went well. And then again, in Oklahoma State game, the funny thing is defense played really well after the first quarter. You know, me and Kip, that was our first big amount of snaps we played.
Yeah.
And so it was definitely a little rough in the first quarter. But once we got out of there, man, we played ball. And, you know, other than the funny thing is Vontae was playing hot potato with the ball. You know, that's to me, that's funny now.
There's a lot of things that happened in that game.
You know, but
we had a lot of drop balls. I dropped a touchdown.
Yeah. You know, but I felt like although it was rough in those moments, I still wouldn't trade the season because we had a lot of good memories. You know, the bus ride to the airport after the Texas game was my top memory of the season. Coach V got over. He was like, boys, we get to be BMOC on the campus. He was like, you know what that stands for? He's like, big man on campus. He was like, just for a week, though. He was like, you get to experience the bye week with it. But, you know, the emotions that we felt after that game, you know, that just gave us a taste of, I feel like, what's yet to come. I feel like I said earlier, every experience has a moment and every moment has an experience because we had those experiences and we had those moments. And
you need to trademark that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Put it on a shirt.
I already took it.
But definitely, I loved this season, man. It was great. Yeah. Every part about it.
Definitely. Going to my last question.
Okay.
If you had to play another position, not linebacker, can't be outside, middle, any of that.
Oh, okay.
What would you play?
Quarterback. Boy, but y'all better look out,
Man.
Y'all better look out, man.
Hell no.
He said that with
That was the last thing
All
I expected him to say,
seriousness,
bro.
I'll probably play tight end.
Tight end? Okay.
I think that's more.
Okay,
realistic.
I can see like a power back.
I think
see
that's
like a
more
power back.
realistic.
Yeah.
You know,
like a Jay Hall?
you're not a fullback. I mean, I need.
But
to,
he did also play out.
Like
He
I
played
need
the
to be
slot
in,
sometimes.
like double slot like me inside man. You know what I mean? Like let me get one
Yo,
on one
that's
to
crazy.
safety. You know what I'm saying?
All realistically, if you did have like a year to prepare, you think you could like seriously play slot?
Yeah. If I had a year to prepare, imagine how like I'd be a crazy slot.
Yo, Ross would be crazy.
Yo, Ross crazy.
Hey man,
You
It
be
takes
on
a.
Hippo for sure.
Oh yeah, you were the only defensive player we had in the game for that.
I'm the only two-way.
Only two way
I
on the
forgot
team.
he was in our offense.
Yeah, I forgot
Hey,
about that too.
but listen to me. If we would have got on the left hash, I would have scored. I would have scored.
Y'all don't know. If y'all
boy.
don't know, basically Kobie could have scored. We just ain't call the play.
He had 2 plays.
2 plays.
in our red zone package.
Never got to it though.
Never got to it.
I thought they was gonna call him.
Man, we was right there.
It was right there.
That close.
We ended up going with old reliable.
Yeah, old reliable. It worked, by the way.
Yeah, it did.
I think we scored like 50 points.
There's no reason to bring you out, when it's a blowout.
No
that.
doubt. You
gotta
don't want to
save
show
for the
your
big
best.
games.
Yeah.
Come on.
For sure.
100%.
110%.
Well, I appreciate you, Mr.
Yeah,
McKinzie, for hopping on the pod.
Do you have any
always.
questions
Yeah.
for us?
You have any questions for us?
What was your best experience of the season? And what would you rate the season?
I have two really great experiences this season. One, the Tulsa game, because it was my first touchdowns, and I had basically half of my family there,
All right.
extended family. And other one, obviously, Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing that's going to top that. I feel like I'm going to spend the rest of college trying to chase that moment.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to have another one of those moments with my team, like
Definitely.
on a big stage. Like,
Yeah.
that's really the second. Besides the Natty or like the SEC championship, like that's the biggest game that we're gonna play in. So
Yeah.
that's definitely my top experience.
Yeah,
What would you
Texas
rate
is really
this?
both of mine. Because, like, first, when Kip got the goal line stand, I went over to him. I was going crazy, bro. I, like, picked him up. Like, and then when you scored, I was going crazy, too.
Yeah.
Let's see my roommates win and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah. All right. What about
Wait,
you?
what did you rate this season?
Yo, you didn't rate the season.
Oh, is it on the grading scale?
Yeah.
I give it. I give it a B plus, just because we ended the season on a loss.
Yeah.
You hate to do that, but I feel like, you said a lot of things I was gonna say. Just the experiences and the team, like the bonds that we made. Like, I'm never gonna forget that.
Yeah.
So
I'll give it an A- as well.
Yeah.
Like Cole said.
type.
We definitely got some improvement to do, but compared to last year, we did have a lot of improvements. So.
And the foundation's getting laid.
Man.
First it was 128, 129,
we on the second floor right now.
130 finna go crazy.
Yeah. But yes, as always, appreciate y'all for watching. I also forgot to say Happy New Year. This is the first pod of 2024.
First part of 2024. We had to open it up with a
banger.
Like they said.
But appreciate you, Cole, for hopping on. If you have watched to this point, what should the comment be?
Yeah, what should the comment be? To know that they stayed through the whole video, they got to drop a comment. It has to be a word. What should the word be?
I say like
Type. TYPE.
White type.
And put it in quotations. Like
type in quotations.
Type.
Type.
Appreciate it again.
Boomer.
Boomer.